Hello and welcome back to episode 70 of The Long Dark. I'm Vic and you're watching yet another Let's Play channel. So full disclosure, I did go ahead and reload and stash all my gear because, guess what? Yeah, it's all gone. Well, it's not all gone because we have our earwormer and our moose satchel. So that's pretty sweet, actually. And can I take that? Why can I not take that? That's... Oh, buddy. So, see, this would be a good time for me to just bounce on out to the infirmary, grab my gear, and then come back in and gank some prisoners.
What happened? The detonators. They blew too early. Something happened. The guys fucked it up. You assholes! Solitary? They're clearing the rubble. Can't see shit for all the smoke right now. There's fire everywhere. I suppose you're pleased with yourself. You'd better hope nothing's happened to my...
Greetings, convict asshole. This is your friendly neighborhood prison hacker checking in to say... It's lockdown time.
Mackenzie! I am going to destroy everything you love.
Are you? Or is that what I'm gonna do?
Mac, whatever you're gonna do, you better do it soon.
Wardens Office. Hard case.
That's what we're gonna do right now. Suffocation risk. Okay. They just left the deadmans lying around? It's lame. Where on earth? Open the doors, dummy. Get in the ventilation, dummy. Sure would be nice if I had a flashlight right now, don't you think? I'm pretty sure we're about to die. Yep, here we go. It's death time. And... come on. Like, really? I shouldn't be surprised, should I? Why would I have been hoping for an FPS-style finale? We haven't been playing a shooter up to this point. There isn't really a good reason to start now. Except that it would have been fun. Will and all of the gear that he's gathered up could have taken on Mathis and his cronies. I believe it is actually an Aurora, though. So at least I was right about that part. Will, you're suffocating. Could you maybe move a little bit faster? I mean, I know your knees and all that, but... Come on. Can we... Hopefully we can be outside now.
Made it.
We can. Hard case, please. I might need these things. And it makes me feel better to have some stuff in my pockets, so... I'm just going to go ahead and check all of these things. Will, you're really not doing very well by RNGesus today, are you? Fine.
The hard case. So much trouble.
Hi, Jace.
I'm here.
You made it to the Warden's Office. Good. You better get what you need and get the hell out of there. Quick.
Did you cause that explosion?
I might have nudged it a bit, but mostly those idiot convicts did it to themselves. The PA in lockdown, however, that was all me.
I have the case.
Okay. Hang on a sec. Okay, here we are. Warden's Office. Okay, so, end of the hallway you just came out of. Take it. You'll end up on the roof. Cross over the building and you'll find a fire escape thingy. Come down there, and you should recognize where you are. I'll meet you at the power plant.
I can see lights in the prison yard. Fire.
You'd better hurry. The whole security system has gone haywire, and I have no idea how long the lockdown will last. Mathis and Donner could be after you in a minute. Go, go, go!
So the prisoners are actually out there operating the searchlights in the middle of all this?
Downside forever. Did it again. Downside forever.
Fire escape. Here we go. Are you kidding me?
Made it. Got to move.
What? Okay, I'm gonna call that glitched.
One more time.
That was a very short timer. Fire escape. Here we go. And alright, I do think I recognize this. Over then, but where's the down? Is it here? Maybe it is here.
Way down there.
Oh, come on, Will. I don't think
Down
we're
there.
Okay, that's a down. Really? And now I gotta... Okay.
You're wasting your time, dog!
Final.
Am I actually gonna be able to make it back to the infirmary? Wouldn't that be cool? Will, why is all your stamina gone? They'd be able to see the footprints, of course. So I gotta get all the way to the power station? Let's check the map real quick here.
If you let him get away. Move the light.
Oh.
Not the right way.
What's not the right way?
Do you see it?
Will, where are we supposed to be going, buddy? I can't get my stuff. How lame is that?
Move the light. If you let him get away.
Did that count? I think that might have counted. Yep, I was shooted. Do I? And I don't have bandages because grabbing the bandages got me killed last time. So good job on that front, Will. Perhaps there will be some bandages in here somewhere. Perhaps I can use some hot steam to cauterize the wound. Excuse me?
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Was I able to get in here all this time? For real? Did I just never try that door because all the other doors were locked? I mean, yeah, that sounds like me, doesn't it? Oh, I've been here. I didn't leave much behind. But I might as well make the most of what I've got. Oh, my condition is deteriorating. Okay, so yeah, I do need to deal with that. Okay. Now we should be in much better shape. Here we go. More suffocation risk? That's just steam, Will. You can breathe a little bit of steam. It's no big deal. Maybe it's smoky too. Things have changed down here since we were last, haven't they? That's what happens when shit explodes. I'm not a fan of the suffocation thing. We could have done without that, I think. I don't know if I want to do that, but screw it. I'm doing it. No, I want to crouch, please. Also, why can I not just take one of those lanterns off the wall? Where are we going, Will? To die is where we're going, as usual. This is death. Night night. And we're all the way back here. You know what? I'm going to do a little time skip. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, so we're back. And it turns out that I was almost there. It just got a little turned around at the end there.
That hurts so much.
What hurts, Will? Burns? Well, we're just gonna have to live with it. You know what? Flares might be nice to have.
Feels like it's still burning.
Well, Will, there isn't much we can do about it right now. But at least there's a bedroll. We've got bandages. We don't have painkillers. And also our ribs are broken from the explosion. I mean, we're just lucky we're not bleeding out anymore after getting shot. Hopefully, Jace is going to catch up with us pretty soon. And then things might improve somewhat. They'd better, because we're about to go out into the wilderness. We're woefully under-equipped. So I hope I remembered to give you a tasty little montage of the bug that popped up. For some reason, after dying that first time in the tunnels and reloading, poor Will was getting ganked by Mathis, despite Mathis not being there.
Hi?
Relax, Mac. It's me, Jace.
Right. Well, you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Thanks for your help back there.
Thanks for yours.
That was one hell of an explosion, huh?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what happened there.
Well, I might have just had a little bit to do with that.
You should have seen Mathis's face.
That guy had it coming to him.
Could you see what was going on?
Hacked into the security cameras across the prison. That's how I was able to keep an eye on you and the rest of it.
Well, what now?
Yeah, I mean, this is as far as my plan went. You have any ideas?
We have to get to Atwood.
I still don't get it, but yeah, we do. I'm worried about her. With all this going on, she's fragile.
Okay. Well...
Shit! They found us. That was faster than I expected.
Okay, well, you have the blueprints, right? How do we get out of here?
I don't know. This was the extent of my plan, Mackenzie. Isn't this prison escape gig more your thing?
There has to be another way out.
Shit! Trapped. This is not how I thought this would end. And things were just starting to look up.
No.
Okay, whatever happens.
You're like a bad penny, Mackenzie.
I've been called worse.
You know, it's amazing to me that a smartass like you has made it this far.
Like I've always told you, you have no idea how stubborn I am.
It's too bad being stubborn isn't the same as being smart. And this must be the fly in the ointment. A girl, no less. This is the end of the line for you and your friend, Pilot.
I'm not afraid of you, asshole. I've been fighting guys like you all my damn life.
Well, today, you lose. In more ways than one, girl.
Mathis.
What is
Donna.
it?
The explosion. He's hurt bad.
Yeah, he's gonna do it.
This wouldn't have happened if not for you. You've been a pain in my ass for too long, Pilot. It's time for the bad penny to pay the ultimate price. But first, you can watch me deal with the girl. like them to struggle before they die. Yes! That's what I like to see, Mackenzie. A little fight! A little will to live! I knew you had it in you!
Memphis! Memphis! He's dying. His daughter is dying.
And then they both died.
Wasn't expecting that.
I mean, who would have been?
Seemed like a good idea at the time. Looks like Blackrock's on fire.
How? It's stone.
It actually looks warm. First time I've missed the place.
Hey, hang in there. I'll get a fire going. You'll be warm in no time.
It's okay. I'm warming up.
That is not a good sign, Jace. Just wait. Hang in there. It'll be fine. Everything is gonna be fine.
You know, Mathis, he'll just come after us. He'll never stop.
Yeah. Neither will we.
Astrid. Perseverance Mills.
Another one! In the water!
But not drown like the others.
Must not be a quarantine breaker then?
Is it another one?
This one is different!
can't be.
Watch it. Might be infected.
No, not her. Where is it?
She didn't bring it with her.
Water.
She doesn't look good.
Get her some water, now. Astrid, you came. You said you would, and you did. But where is the case? Where's the cure?
Alrighty, well, that's it for episode 4 in episode 70. And that means that we're all done with The Long Dark for now, because there is no episode 5. Well, there will be an episode 5. I think they've said for some time, if not from the beginning, that there were going to be 5 episodes. But as far as I know, there is no news yet on when episode 5 is going to release. So we're certainly not going to just wait for that. We've got another video to put out tomorrow. So we're just going to have to move on to something else. It was an interesting change of pace to have to deal with the prisoners at the end of every mainline quest. It's not my favorite. It's kind of out of touch with the theme of the game, in my opinion. And it's also just kind of like a thing, you know. The first time that you get all your stuff taken away, you go, "Oh, damn," and then you reload, and then you don't let that happen anymore. And so it's just kind of like an interruption. All in all, had a good time. Messed with a lot of wolves. Got messed with by a lot of wolves. I'm betting that episode 5 is going to be yet another Will episode. Although that doesn't feel right either. I mean, we've only had one Astrid episode. And it feels like this really is looking like it's Astrid's story, all things considered. So you would think that it ought to be an Astrid episode. But, like, what's Astrid going to do? She's going to receive the hard case from Will when he arrives, and she's going to disseminate the cure to the infected, which may or may not have anything to do with the Quiet Apocalypse. I mean, I guess they do have an entire episode to wrap it up, and we've spent 15 plus episodes on every episode. So, I mean, looking at in the vicinity of 7 hours of gameplay, if it stays consistent. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how that works out. In any case, that's it for episode 70, and The Long Dark is now going on hiatus while we wait for episode 5 to come out. So come back again tomorrow and see me playing something different. Talk to you soon.